Hey, y'all. Good morning. This is Tonetta, your certified life coach. I'm here to bring you the morning video. This is talking again about awakening or your AKA healing journey, whichever word you want to use for it. This is talking about discernment this morning. And I know some folks are like, what is she talking about discernment for what? But I'm going to tell you all that shortly. But I definitely want to make sure that you all know that coming soon. Life Support Academy is coming soon. And if you want to be on the wait list to be to be the first to know about this academy, make sure that you are, of course, clicking the link in the bio on Instagram or on Facebook or YouTube, LinkedIn, wherever else you see this video. Click the link in the description of the video to make sure that you are, of course, are notified first about what's going on with Life Support Academy, when it's launching, when it's dropping, and when you can, of course, enroll. So with that, getting back to the video this morning, I know a lot of folks, of course, when I first started going on my awakening journey or my healing journey a few years, well, that was maybe like the third time for me, though, a few years ago, back in 2018. There was a lot of things that, of course, took me down a rabbit hole, I guess I put it that way, that I necessarily did not even need to know, need to learn. But with all the people out there talking about this and that, this and that, this and that, making you feel like that since you're going through an awakening, you're having a dark night of the soul, or you're having there's stuff about love and twin flames and all this kind of stuff. And there's stuff about, let me see, what is the other one? I wrote some stuff down. I know the angel numbers, people talk about that as well. I don't consider that a rabbit hole, but they do, of course, talk about that. But like I said, there was a whole lot of other things. I cannot think of them right now, but those were the main things. With the tarot, which I know some folks do tarot cards and things like that, and that's fine. That's up to you all. But I just realized that when I was going down my journey, and like I said, this is for me personally, but I know it may help somebody else out there as well, who's going down rabbit holes, who's going down researching all this information about one particular topic when it comes to twin flames, or when it comes to, what is it called? I can't think of what it's called, but I'll think of it shortly. But whatever the other stuff is, like I said, there's a lot of folks. We hear that you're going through an awakening, or hear that you're going through a healing journey, and they want to help and that kind of thing, which, of course, use your discernment for those folks who, of course, are giving you information, who are telling you what to do, or who are just giving you some ideas and some things that you can figure out to, of course, get through your situation. Just keep in mind that I'm one who, of course, believes in helping yourself. Once you get the tips, the tools, and the strategies, that's why I do my coaching this way. I'm not going to be there to, of course, lead you through every situation the rest of your life. So you have to learn these things on your own, or through the tips, tools, and strategies that I give, in order for you to, of course, pick them up, do your fishing, trying to, of course, plant those seeds and cultivate them so that you can learn how to live your life for the rest of your life in a better way. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, sometimes when we're going through the awakening journeys, I guess I'll just give myself an example. Like I said, I was told stuff about twin flames. I know I was told that. Of course, I know there's soulmates out there. I understand that. But of course, going down a rabbit hole as to researching this and researching that for about a year almost, wasted my time actually doing all these things when it had nothing to do with that at all. And like I said, I know there's some folks out there that are going through the same thing, who folks are telling you all this stuff and look at these things and look at that. Please use your own judgment. If it does not feel right to you, no matter who's telling you these things, don't even listen to it. I guess I put it that way. Only if it feels right to you. That's what discernment is. Using your own judgment as to whether you're going to listen to these things or you're going to throw them out of your life. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, I'm trying to see. I should have wrote these things down this morning for y'all. But I know there are some other things as well when it comes to, of course, some folks, of course, believe in tarot and all those kind of things. That is fine. I used to look at those videos a lot, of course, on YouTube, and I guess that was the only place I saw them was on YouTube. So on YouTube, and I spent, I don't know how many months in believing all these things that they were saying and that kind of thing. It wasn't until I got more, I guess, deeper into my spiritual aspect of my journey that I realized that it was a waste of my time to even look at the tarot card readers. I don't even look at them anymore at all. I haven't looked at tarot card readers in about a year. No, what's this? 2000. So it's been like since 19, Lord, since 2019, maybe like late 19, I think. I stopped listening to that stuff and looking at those things then, because I saw myself going down a rabbit hole with all these tarot card readers, all this kind of stuff going on, when I knew that my higher power was God, and that's who's leading me. It wasn't anybody that's reading tarot cards and giving me false direction, because that's what I got a lot, was a lot of false misdirection, that kind of thing. That's just, to me, entertainment. If you want to look at it, that's fine. It's dandy. There are some awesome tarot card readers that's on YouTube that I found very, very comical and very, very down to earth and that kind of thing, which is fine to look at those things. But you have to understand for yourself what it is that you need. I thought that that was something that I needed because someone was kind of letting me know that may help along my journey, that kind of thing as well. And it did not help at all, actually. It just kept leading me down different paths, different roads about this thing going on, this situation going on, oh, this is going to happen next. And I'm like, okay, nothing really came to fruition. It's just somebody's opinion about some cards that they're dealing and just giving you some entertainment, I guess, for the time is how I look at it now. Like I said, I know that God and reading the Bible and that kind of thing is where I'm headed, and not in the tarot cards or not in the readers and that kind of thing. And that's fine if you love that. If you're one of those, I'm not putting you down at all. But some folks, like, I guess in my situation, I just did not, as I went through all those situations and listening to all those things, making it my whole life for about a year and a half, I figured out and realized that was not my life, and there was nothing that I need to even listen to or entertain. That's why I'm telling y'all to make sure that if you're going through your awakening journey, folks will hear that you're going through, or you'll post about it, going through healing, that kind of thing. Make sure that you use your own judgment. I'm telling you that so you won't waste years and months and weeks and all that kind of stuff going down these supposed rabbit holes and these paths to lead you to something awesome, and it's nothing but just wasting your time. Like I said, that's how I felt with a lot of those things. And it wasn't until I, of course, figured out who I was and what I actually needed, whether it was a spirituality, whether it was to knowing myself, whether it was to strengthening my boundaries, loving myself, taking care of myself, whatever it was, that's when I started figuring out what I actually needed. And that's the journey that anybody going through anything awakening or anything healing, that is exactly what you're going to have to do. Because everybody else that leads you on to all this stuff, like I said, I know some folks, of course, believe in it, that's fine. I just believe in something different. And I know other folks out there may be kind of upset because I've talked to some about going down, being given this information about this and that, and going down all these rabbit holes and all this stuff and not getting anywhere, but just to a dead end. And just a no, and for some of it, actually, it's like a never ending tunnel. I guess I put it that way, that you're constantly going down, that you can go down for years and not even realize that you've been sucked into whatever the hell it is, I guess, but sucked into all this misinformation, when all the information that you need is inside of you and for you to find. And I know, of course, some folks talk about the empaths and things like that, which I understand the energy. I understand that. Of course, I researched some of that as well back in the day, that kind of thing, to figure out what was going on within me and that kind of thing as well. I just didn't get too caught up in it, I guess I put it that way. At first, I take that back. At first, I did. But I had to realize that whatever energies that I have, whoever I connect best with, that's what I needed to learn, not the empathic story and all these kind of things that's going on and whatever else was being taught within that. I didn't need to know all those things. Yes, I know some folks are healers or that kind of thing, which is fine. That's on you. If that's what you, I guess if that's what you identify more with. But just keep in mind, for those out there who need to hear this message this morning and who've been on a rabbit hole going down all these things and researching all this stuff because somebody told them to look at it, when it comes to the empaths, when it comes to the twin flames, when it comes to all these other things, and like tarot cards and readings and all this kind of stuff, all those things are, of course, for me, as I found out in my own life, were just distractions to keep me off of myself, to keep me off of learning who I was and what I needed to become. Like I said, that's what I figured out at the end of all that. It took me about a year or 2 years at the most. But like I said, I had to start realizing that it wasn't because of the empaths. It wasn't because of the twin flame, whatever they call that. It wasn't because of the dark night of the soul. It wasn't because of any of those things. I know folks have heard about that too. When you're talking about awakening, you will join groups and all this kind of stuff, and they'll talk about the dark night of the soul, and that's just a down moment that you have. You don't have to stay in it for years. I know some folks have. I've talked to a few of those people who have, and were just taken down a rabbit hole, just thinking that they had to be in this dark night, and at some point they're going to reach the light. When you reach the light is when you decide you want to reach the light. It's not what those folks are telling you. Just to let you know. Like I said, there's no dark night of the soul that you have to stay in for months and years and weeks and all this kind of stuff. That can just take one night if you wanted to. I had to realize that. And like I said, that a lot of folks out here with these groups and with these different things would tell you, I mean, yes, there's some who, of course, follow. Keep on following, especially if that's what you want to do. That's fine. But for me and for those who may follow me, some of you all may feel the same way that I feel. It just was a waste of my time. A waste of your time. And it just was a distraction from you learning who you were and what you actually needed in this lifetime. And it's not all those other things. It's within you. I know you hear I posted about, of course, everything that you need is within you and you don't need anything else and all that kind of stuff. And like I said, I understand that now. Being, 4 or 5 years past that journey, I understand that now. I didn't need any of those tarot cards. I didn't need any of those the empath information, because that'll lead you down a rabbit hole as well. For me, I can't say for everybody else. I didn't need any of the twin flame information that folks were talking about. And this is what this was, that's what that was. If you have an energy that's, of course, you and someone else gel well, or a soulmate, I understand that, that's fine. But to lead someone down a journey that wasn't even really, to me, true, it was just, like I said, was just a distraction for me. Like I said, there's others who I know there's others who believe in things like that, who carry it wholeheartedly, chasing after the person for the rest of their life and all this kind of stuff. You don't have to do that. You can gel well with anybody. Your energy can click with anybody if you wanted to. It depends on if that other person is more open, if that other person can express themselves well. It depends on a whole lot of other things when it comes to our soft skills that I'll be talking about again in Life Support Academy. And make sure that you're clicking the link either in the bio or in the description to, of course, be the first to know when that's going to be coming about. But like I said, there's a lot of soft skills, a lot of things that you have to learn within yourself that, of course, let you know who you can match your energy with. I guess I put it that way, male or female. It does not matter. I know those things now. I heard about the dark night of the soul, all this kind of stuff. And like I said, there was a lot of things that just were distractions for me. And like I said, I know I'm not the only person out there who feels this way, because I've talked to a few others who felt this way as well, or who currently feel this way as well. I guess I put it that way. And like I said, we have to use our discernment with this stuff, y'all. We have to realize that no matter what's going on around us, no matter what people are saying about an awakening journey, whether it's the moon, the stars, the whatever it is, astrology, any of those things, we have to discern those things for ourselves. We have to figure out what's best for us, and not what's best for I guess not just what's best for other people, but not just what's best, what those folks are talking about, what they're they may be really interested in those things, and that's fine and dandy for them. But if that's nothing that you want to bring into your life, you do not have to. You don't even have to go that route if you don't want to. If you already know who you are and know what you're working towards, you don't have to look at any of those things I just mentioned at all. That does not mean that you're not going to get through a healing process or your awakening because you don't believe in the dark night of the soul, or you don't believe in twin flames, or you don't believe in empaths, or you don't believe in the astrology, moon, star phases. You can always get through anything if you want to. Those folks, like I said, I was led down a rabbit hole as well with different things that I see now. But like I said, back in the day, it just was like, what was going on? I'm like, okay, why was I even following this? It doesn't even make any sense in my life. Like I said, as I start to learn myself, to figure out who I was and what I actually wanted spiritually, personally, and that kind of thing, that's when my world started opening up as far as my awakening and healing. It didn't have anything to do with any of those other topics, just to let y'all know. And like I said, I know I'm not dogging any healers, any tarot card readers. I know people who actually do those things too. And if that's what you believe in, that's your journey. That's fine. But like I said, there's some out there that may not like me, that may be going down all these tunnels and rabbit holes and not understanding why they're not getting you anywhere. This could be the reason why. It was the reason why for me as well. Take that back. I got to a certain extent, but I kept in this fantasy about the tarot cards and these kind of things, and this is going to happen, and this is coming up. And all those things I had to realize were just entertainment. It was not even taking place in my life. That's what I had to get to a point of. And like I said, when I got to that point of knowing those things were just entertainment and things to just distract me, I had to get back to who Tonetta was. And like I said, that's what Life Support Academy will help you do as well, to teach you, of course, the tools, tips, and strategies, how to, of course, get yourself through any situation. After you listen, of course, go through the information, that kind of thing. That's what Life Support Academy is going to be about, helping you learn how to coach yourself with the tips, tools, and strategies that I've used, that has worked for me, and that others have used as well. And like I said, that's what Life Support Academy is all about. And like I said, make sure that you all are clicking the link either in the description of the video or in the link in the bio, just to keep that in mind, so you all can join the waiting list, so that you all can be the first to know, or so that you can be the first to know when that actually launches and drops and that kind of thing, so that you can be ahead of the curve, y'all. So like I said, go ahead and make sure that you're putting your email and your name in there, and go ahead and getting on the waiting list today. But like I said, I'm going to go ahead and get this video ended. I just want to make sure that I came on here and said this morning. Yesterday when I did my video talking about awakening, or AKA your healing journey, and it was about how your life will fall apart first. This this led me into this video today, actually. I wasn't planning on doing this video, but of course it was on my mind and heart to do, because I know there's somebody out there that must need this message this morning. And like I said, I definitely want to make sure that I did this video so that this can help somebody out there who's going down the same kind of tunnel, the same kind of journey that I went down, which was a whole entire distraction from me taking care of myself, learning who I was, and figuring out who I was and who I wanted to become. It was a total distraction. I needed none of those things. I don't even look at them today. I don't need them today. I don't need any of those things. They're, to me, all outside of me. Whatever energy I have, positive or negative, I carry that with me. That is fine. I know who I connect with. I know who I don't connect with. I don't need to know all those other things that weren't even important. But like I said, that's for me. And I know there's others out there who may have the similar kind of thoughts. And this may be a light bulb moment for them too. That just because you're going through an awakening or a healing journey, you do not have to do all those extra things. That's not going to make you heal faster or that kind of thing at all. No, it's not. And it does not mean that it has to be a part of your process at all. I'm just here to tell you that. I know that now. But like I said, it does not have to be a part of your journey at all unless you want it to be. So with that, like I said, I hope that you all are, of course, clicking the link in the bio or the link in the description of the video that talks about Life Support Academy to make sure that y'all joining that waiting list so that you all can be the first to know when that is actually going to go live. It's going to be spring of 2022 this year, of course. I'm very excited about it. But like I said, definitely get on the waiting list so that you can be the first to know. Social media, y'all will know afterwards. I'll put it that way. But like I said, definitely on my list, you all will be the first to know and get the information when it drops. So with that, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in. And just keep in mind, before I get off of here, always use your own discernment. Use your own mind, your own thinking, your own decisions about what you want to, what kind of path you want to go down, and what you want to spend your time researching. Because like I said, there's a lot of things people will tell you about the awakening and healing and all this kind of stuff. It doesn't take all the information that they're telling you. I know that, but it does take some of it. When it comes to the actual healing, the forgiving, the learning yourself, the knowing yourself, and learning how to, of course, work with other folks within any relationship that you're in, it does take that, and most of them don't talk about that. I'm talking about it because it's going to be in Life Support Academy, but other folks do not talk about that. They'll lead you down the dark night of the soul and all these kind of things, and they'll lead you down the tarot. They'll lead you down the empath journey and all these kind of things, which is fine and good to know, but that may not define your life. I know it did not define mine. Even though I spent a year or two going down these tunnels and journeys and trying to figure out what the hell was going on, and it led me nowhere, actually. So I'm just like I said, this was on my heart, mind, and soul this morning. So I definitely want to share this with you all, just in case there's somebody else out there like me that has been through this journey and that still may be going through healing and going through awakening and this kind of thing. And they're getting told all these facets and all this thing that they need to look at and they need to go find out. Just keep in mind that a lot of those things you will not need. And like I said, I know somebody needs to hear this. Because I just keep repeating myself. And like I said, if you know somebody that is needing this information, make sure that you share this with them or tag them in this video so that they can check it out a little bit later, y'all, and catch the replay. So with that, again, I'm Tonetta Clay, your certified life coach. I'm the coach that, of course, helps inspire you to think bigger and to, of course, empower you to become who you want to become. So with that, like I said, make sure that y'all click in the link in the description or the bio to check out Life Support Academy and to join that waiting list to be the first to know when that membership club goes live, y'all. So with that, take care, y'all. Have a great day. Have a blessed day, y'all. And I hope this helps somebody. I know it did, because I know I keep repeating myself in this video. I know it's meant for somebody, because this was not my topic today, actually. So like I said, I definitely want to say, if this helped you, make sure that you, of course, you can always reach out to me. Let me know how this helped you. You can DM me anytime that you want. I get messages on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, wherever it's at. Let me know what you all need, y'all. So take care, y'all, and have a great one.